see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Eric Ebron.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Brees. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Brees now to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Throwing on first down is Brees. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. We do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brees. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Roethlisberger.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, but now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Saints will have the football back.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Steelers.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Breeze march out there again on offense. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass. Tamp things down a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 and another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
New Orleans.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's in his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
And makes the score Saints 8.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
4-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On the handoff.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
26-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw right away.
Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver, the flag had to come out.
On 1st down, Breeze.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Like 80. 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him that 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Taken down behind.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Right there, 56. Hey, come on, come on, check, cross.
They'll try and run forward with counter. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. The fullback wide, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. He was good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in. Give me my best power running play with my best back right now. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4.
And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Reception. Here's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 15. Now Breeze. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
On the play.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case,
this is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A gain of 30.
That goes for a gain of 31. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender, that was a heck of a play.
it used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Breeze again. Cook's got it.
Breeze.
Touchdown Saints.
To Jared Cook.
Jared Cook with his second. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
For the point after.
Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
12.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On the coverage.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
And this returnable for Harris.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
25-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
Now Breeze. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Out to his left. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
To throw is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That catch good for only a couple.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he
beats defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a set target for a really nice gain.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for two on this one. Here's Breeze, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by two more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A turn and a Saint touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Completion here to Claypool. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 75 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
18.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 89 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll run here with Connor. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 4-yard line.
Again, it'll be Connor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Offside defense.
No.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll try to run it. This is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Oh, this is a complete mishit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st down.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect A lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And give him now 4 innings in this game. That's only the third time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, it's Connor. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, it's Samuels. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 33. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. 86 yards. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. Just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, If you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Breeze on the bootleg. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 54 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give the cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Steelers, 20.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Chris Boswell to kick.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They fake the give. Here's Brees. Gets this one to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
And my goodness, another interception.
And picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
It's up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Ben to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cam Hayward is a force, got back there for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Complete to number 7.
Emmanuel Sanders, 85 yards. And the Saints now 6 to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is now an even 30. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
They'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Under 10, under 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
On the coverage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Demario Davis getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Completing it to the right side, John. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
9-yard line.
56 to mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd down.
Rucker will hand to Connor, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Like 80. Check like 47. No gain on this defense. No gain. Mike's 47.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to Mike.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. But it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Complete.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down and keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across midfield.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
67.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Roethlisberger. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Juju Smith-Schuster. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Ebron. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ben to throw again. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together?
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Touch. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Breeze now on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Breeze again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Breeze to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's tied Denver. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving at a ball game and a first down.
49-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
6-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
For Juju Smith-Schuster. Malcolm Jenkins on the
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again.
Ben Roethlisberger is sacked.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Steps away. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On play action, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Steelers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Boswell to kick
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Breeze now on first down. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. Open man is the tight end Troutman. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Vince Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And 1.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Again, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The previous play is under review.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Crowd on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They wanted to, if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Black 80. Watch the curl.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with counter. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Offside. Defense.
Oh, no.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. But it's caught on the right side and Smith. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, please.
Breeze is looking to throw. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints.
Traquan Smith.
Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much lost this one.
Yeah, that's the clincher. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
62. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments in this one. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.